everybody. Welcome to Highland, a Blovis and Bustamante podcast.
Yes.
My name is Chris Paul.
And I'm Drew Mulkins.
We're here this week to talk about another new episode from season 3. It's the sixth one.
I think it's the sixth one, yeah.
Sixth one. The two shorts are called Too Fat to Fall and Metal Detector. In the first one, we get a middle-aged Beavis and Butt-Head, which they've been doing this. They've been flipped it around this time. It's usually young Beavis and Butt-Head first. So it's an old Beavis and Butt-Head episode where their landlord comes in to evict them and says something about being too fat to fit out the door.
Yeah.
As being a smart ass.
Yeah.
Butthead takes it literally, so he decides to get too fat to be evicted by the police.
Yes.
And dragged out of the apartment. So Beavis helps him eat enough food over the course of they have 30 days.
Yeah.
So he has 30 days to eat enough food to not fit out the door. And Beavis is he's such a helper in this one.
Yeah.
He's feeding him cookies and maple syrup while he's asleep and everything.
Yes. Yeah, and Butthead is starving Beavis.
Yeah, he's not letting him eat because he needs all the calories to get to the size needed for them to stay in their home, or at least as they think to stay in their home. This is such a I like this one a lot. We kind of were speculating last week on how this was if it was gonna be similar to when Homer Simpson was trying to get fat enough to get disability.
Yeah, I thought that they were gonna go for some kind of legal thing. Of course, that's too smart for them. Why would I think that? Nope, they literally are just going for can't get through the door, can't get evicted.
Yeah.
I thought it would be something like, oh, if you weigh 400 pounds, you're disabled, and we can't evict you because you're disabled. I thought it was going to be something along those lines. But no, they're not smart enough for that.
So he's literally trying to get too fat to be removed from physically removed from the place.
Yeah.
Which of course does not work, and they bring in cranes. They cut out the side of the wall to remove him.
They failed.
So the first thing I picked up on, I want to I want to see if this landlord character ever comes back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a landlord would be a good foil for the middle-aged version of these characters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a different apartment building than the one that got torn down.
Yeah, it looks the
last
same
season,
each
so
time.
I don't know.
This is maybe yet another universe.
Yeah, because
in the Blovis and
they
Bustamante
didn't get
multiverse.
unless they somehow get put back in, they got evicted, and the place has also been torn down while they were still living there. So
yeah. The end of that one, they just sit in a parking lot and start drinking. What else in this one? Oh, this one. So the biggest difference between young Beavis and Butt-Head and middle-aged Beavis and Butt-Head, like the maturity I've noticed in them is that they in the middle age, they've been able to start acknowledging stuff like we failed.
Yeah.
Like when it's usually Beavis when they're young, where like the one where they were floating in the ocean and he's like, nobody's coming to help us, are they? It's usually him making the realization that all their efforts have been for naught.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row where like the last line of the episode was just Butthead stating, we didn't do what we thought we were going to do.
Yeah, just accepting that we're never going to score.
Yeah.
We failed. Yeah, so I appreciate the maturity of Butthead in this one to just in the middle age episodes where he can just be like, yeah, well, we suck.
Yeah.
Um, I wrote down all the foods because these are all foods that they kind of like. They're Beavis and Butthead foods. It's all
Yeah.
like nachos and hot
Hot
dog, like
dogs,
stuff that they've
beer.
always eaten. Burger World.
Yeah.
I liked when the funniest physical thing I thought was when, because he's too fat to do any physical harm in this
Yeah.
one. When they cut away, first of all, they come back and they show like day 29 and
Yeah.
he's fat. And he just goes, "Look how fat I am." That's great. And then the physical comedy in this one that I thought was really funny, but it's kind of understated, is because he's so fat when he tries to slap Beavis.
That was really good.
It's just a soft, like the softest like swat ever. And even Beavis is kind of like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the financial problems of being evicted are overridden by the fact that they buy thousands of dollars worth of fast food in
Yeah.
this episode, especially if they
Like-
DoorDash all this.
Yeah. There was a lot of hot dogs and nachos that they had. And cans of Pringles?
Pringles, nachos. There's boxes of cereal, sugar cereals, chips, donuts, sodas.
That's right. Yeah, there were donuts and yeah.
Bags of Burger World. What else? I wrote down. Oh, there's a great joke I thought where he's like, "I'm going to bed now," and Butthead does, and he gets on a rascal scooter.
Yeah.
So he can't even get around from one room to the
No.
other inside the tiny apartment at this point.
Yeah, and then Beavis eats all the nachos that are left because he hasn't eaten really in a month.
yeah, this is sort of
And he kind of blacks out and eats them all.
The Beavis B plot
to create this kind of last minute dilemma where the people are coming to evict them and Butthead can kind of squeeze out the door, so he has to pound a case of beer very quickly in order to gain enough weight.
Yeah, to as the sheriffs and the landlord are walking up the steps. Yeah, I thought it was funny that he's like, "Wait, Butthead, what about the case of beer that that you were gonna use to party with the landlord?" Like in their mind, when they pull this off and he's too fat to leave, the landlord's gonna high five them and they're gonna party and they're gonna score with the landlord.
Yep.
Because they got too fat to be evicted.
Yep. Yeah,
The fact that they think she's just gonna congratulate them.
Yeah.
Like, job well done, guys.
Yep.
You
No,
got me.
but they couldn't do that anyways because they needed those extra calories to get. And then when they can't evict him, Butthead says it's like the greatest thing anyone's ever accomplished.
Yeah, this is the greatest accomplishment ever. Yeah, 'cause they do have a few minutes between him not fitting through the door. It was just to point out the animation of him not fitting through the door is hilarious too.
Yeah.
His fat is just
And some of the sound effects, the Foley must have been interesting.
it's so gross. They bring in the crane to pull him away. There's like he's dragged across the floor and there's just like a trail of like ooze behind him.
Yeah.
Just greasy butthead ooze. Yeah. What else is in this one? The video segment in this one.
The Tipsy Bartender. Bathtub Jungle Juice.
Bathtub Jungle Juice. The video, so it's a YouTube video about a guy, or not about a guy, where this guy, the Tipsy Bartender, is making the most disgusting it's like Everclear with fruit and ice and
rum
and bags of wine that they pour
Yeah,
into
you put
it,
bags
and
of
rum.
wine in there.
It's
and
this really odd
Hawaiian
mixed drink.
punch and yeah.
Fruit jungle juice.
Yeah.
Hawaiian punch.
Seemed like it would be really strong.
It seems awful. There's
said,
gummy bears in it, gummy worms.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there were gummy worms in it. And they said this video is the reason he lost custody of his kids.
Yeah, all this video cost him was custody of his kids.
Yeah, they did a pretty funny bit about that this was in preparation for a 5-year-old's birthday party where the theme was alcoholism.
Yeah. This also something I really liked in this one is the joke that they do a few jokes about it, their own alcoholism. Because Beavis is like, I like that this guy is making drinking fun again. Because I just think of it as something I have to do so I don't get the shakes. So they're in the physical throes of alcoholism at this point in their life.
I drink the first 6 beers because I need to. The rest are for me.
Yeah. And then there's a point where Butthead's like, "Are you drunk right now, Beavis?" And he's like, "Well, my head doesn't hurt, so I think so."
Yeah.
So things are bad for these guys.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
So this is another fun. Fuck, man, I really love old Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
It wouldn't bother me if they did the majority of these.
Yeah. It'd
They
be
just
fun.
had episodes that are like flashbacks to when they're young.
Yeah. That would be a good series too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
ratings.
there's only the one video in this, and then we'll get to it. There's a thing in between. As far as rating, what do you got on this one?
I'll give this like 3.5. It's not my favorite of the middle-aged Beavis and Butthead segments, but it's very good. Like I kind of felt both segments felt a little short this week. I think this is kind of a middling episode, but still, solid 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4, but that's low for me because so far I think I've given 5s to most of the the middle-aged Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably my least favorite, but still pretty good. I guess I don't like it that much when Butthead's really cruel to Beavis. Maybe that's a me thing.
The him not letting Beavis eat in this one. Yeah, especially like they're older. It does kind of. You're like, geez, how codependent are these guys? If he's had the choice for over 25 years of being an adult to get away from this guy.
And then we had a new middle segment.
Oh yeah, 4. You got 3.5 on that one.
Oh,
so.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's too fat to fall. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Swipe right with David Van Dreesen.
Yeah, there's it's I guess it's called it would be a short. It's not as long as the main ones, but it's
it's a middle segment. It kind of replaces the music video. There was no music video this week. There were 2 YouTube segments, and then this short swipe right with David Van Dreesen. They wrote and recorded like a whole theme song for it. It was pretty great that they did that.
Yeah, there's a little jingle.
Because this is a very Mike Judge joke, I think, to have like a whole theme song and everything for like a very deflated failure.
Very short. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the gag is it's Van Dreesen on a date. David Van Dreesen, which
Yeah.
is an odd note because I don't ever think about his first name.
No.
But it's David Van Dreesen on a date at a vegan restaurant, you can assume, and he says something to the woman he's on a date with
I think
about
he just
the
says,
tofu.
like, this tofu is very, and doesn't even finish the thought.
Yeah, she interrupts him and she's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then you see her in the background as Van Dreesen also is watching her just walk across the parking lot, get into her car, and then drive away, all kind of in real time.
Yeah, and he just kind of accepts it and starts picking off her plate.
Yeah, it's this has happened to David Van Dreesen a lot.
Yeah.
And it is old. It's the old version of him. He's a little fatter, and he's got a couple of lines under his eyes.
Yeah, he's got like some crow's feet.
So yeah, again, old Van Dreesen. Yeah, so that's a funny little segment. I hope they do more of this.
Yeah, I'd be open to a couple more episodes of this for sure.
This is, again, like I really want to see middle-aged Daria at some point in the show.
I feel like they have to be leading up to that this season. I think they are. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the finale or something, though.
So far, we've seen Todd and Stewart and Van Dreesen, Tom Anderson.
Well, we saw a lot of smart people at the end of last season. There was like Smart Todd and Smart Daria.
Oh yeah, in the Smart Beavis and Butt-Head universe.
Yeah. So we saw those characters, but
that's true. They're not afraid to show their faces.
I think middle-aged characters hold a little more weight than that. This was kind of more of a gag thing.
Yeah.
Because Smart Beavis and Butt-Head are barely really canonical characters. I mean, they are.
Yeah, but not to the
but
other
they don't
versions.
do a lot. They were involved in the plot of Beavis and Butt-Head Do the Universe, and then they've been a framing device. Well, and then they start in the season finale.
Yeah, they
of season
abducted
2.
Tom Anderson and probed him.
That's what they did.
So.
All right, so Metal Detector.
Yes, the second short in this episode is called Metal Detector. These both aired. This is October 1st, 2nd.
Yeah.
These would have been
I think Wednesday was the 1st.
Yeah, October 1st.
Today's the 3rd. Yeah. Wednesday is when it would have aired on Comedy Central.
Yeah, October 1st. This one's, it's called Metal Detector, and it starts out with Beavis and Butt-Head outside in an open field, and it very much reminds me of, this is right before they go play frog baseball. This is a very similar shot to that.
Yeah.
So it's like a classic starting point. They run into Tom Anderson, who's playing with a metal detector. And he asked them to keep an eye on it while he goes. What's he gonna do? He's gotta go.
He's going inside the house. 'Cause I think they might even just be in his backyard or something. But yeah, he's going to go grab a beer.
He's gonna go have a cold one.
Yeah.
So he goes in the house. They take his metal detector. They're all over the yard. They find a gold watch.
Yep.
Which they throw away because it sucks because it has numbers on it.
Yeah, the numbers suck.
Yeah. And then they find a gold coin.
Yeah, a 1910 Indian head gold coin. They throw it away because they want they want new money, not old money.
Yeah, this money's old. It's no good.
Yeah.
And you looked it up. This gold coin would be worth about $1,200.
Yeah. Depending on condition.
So far, they've thrown away probably $2,000.
Yeah.
Between the gold watch and the gold coin. And then they just go on a tear where they just everything that make the metal detector beeps. They get in a rhythm where Butthead will detect metal and then Beavis smashes it.
Yeah, with a shovel.
With a shovel.
Because it's just, it breaks down to like the simplest form of what this is. And that's like classic Beavis and Butthead for me.
Yeah, it's really what their impulse is leading them to do.
Yeah, so then, they...
He does, he says, do you think it will detect your braces?
Yeah.
And he puts it up next to his face, and Beavis hits him in the face with a shovel.
Yes. Yeah, so then they detect some metal, I think, in the window frame.
Well, wait, we forgot the most important thing because we mentioned it right off the beginning. This is another one where Tom Anderson seems to not understand who they are and warns them, can you keep an eye on this? I don't want those bad kids, Blovis and Bustamante. To come through. And, this is, I forget he's called them many things before.
Yeah.
And it's all based on...
Beaver and Buffcoat,
yeah. All based on some guy on the news back in the 90s said their names wrong, and it became a thing Tom Anderson does.
Yeah.
And to this day, literally...
but I really like Blovis and Bustamante.
This is a good
cool
variation,
names.
yeah. So, then they the metal detector leads them into Tom Anderson's yard, where they destroy everything they come across, and then into the house where they also destroy everything.
Yeah, the window frame sets off the metal detector, so they hit it with a shovel. And then they go inside the house and like destroy his TV and his stereo.
Anything in the house that picks up metal, and then there's a bit where he puts it up to this china cabinet and it doesn't go off.
Yeah, and it has like little Hummel figurines in it, and like it's all just
very expensive.
Yeah, it's a bunch of pottery,
stuff.
So nothing is actually metal in there.
And Beavis smashes it anyways, just to be, you can never be sure.
Yeah, he says you can never be too sure with these things. Then they go to the kitchen, they smash the oven and the toaster and the microwave, I think, and
yeah. I wonder, we'll try to count how many times they've destroyed one of the other characters' homes.
Yes. We should keep track of that.
Including their own, at times. There's a few times Beavis destroys the TV.
Yep. And
for different gags. But this is, Tom Anderson. This is classic.
Yeah. He had wandered back out of his house with his beer, trying to find his metal detector. He can't find it. He goes back in the house and he notices something's wrong. And he again says, oh no, I hope Blovis and Bustamante weren't involved. So he actually has consistent names within the episode.
Yeah, of being...
He said it twice. That's like pretty good for him.
Incorrect.
With like Beavis and Butt-Head names.
Yeah, incorrect, but consistently.
But consistent in this episode. So that's, I think, a step forward for him. That's... Maybe he'll be able to figure out that it's just always these two guys. He keeps trusting a different pair of guys, but it's always those guys.
I also since we talk about the multiverse aspect of it.
Yeah.
When you think of how many times they've destroyed his house, how many times is this that in every version of reality they destroy his home at some point.
Yeah.
Or his RV. Or the tool shed they're always whacking off in.
Yes.
Poor Tom Anderson. Let's see. Does he look older to you at all in this?
Not particularly, but
yeah,
he's just kind of old. He's kind of just old.
Yeah, he's the
I
only
think he's
one
supposed to be a middle. I don't know, but in the episode where he interacted with middle-aged Beavis and Butt-Head, he didn't seem to be any older either.
Yeah. Well, and also if this is, they had old Van Dreesen last week when they were young.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the
But
rest of this world has
I think
aged
Tom
while they were.
Tom Anderson is just like that. After a while, someone's just old and they look the same for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where Tom Anderson's at.
That's a good point. Good call. Yeah. We haven't seen any of Coach Buzzcut in the new series either.
Not yet. I'm again, I think there was a smart Buzzcut
In the
just in their like 12 angry smart characters or whatever.
the council.
Like
at
he was
end
on
of
the council, but I don't think he hasn't actually shown up, I think, at all in the new series. Either like as
They
a slightly
haven't
older
been
version
in
for young
school a
Beavis and
whole lot
Butthead,
either.
or somehow come across them as middle-aged Beavis and Butthead. But this seems like the season to do it, so I'm hoping. But
Yeah, so far we've gotten a tour of Highland this season. With the older characters showing up. Yep. And then the video in this one is just called Cream Spinach.
yeah,
It's just an Italian chef making cream spinach. There's a couple of good Popeye jokes,
Yeah.
which was, it's crazy to think that these cartoons from the 90s are referencing cartoons from the 30s or 40s at
Yeah.
this point, or maybe 50s.
yeah, and yeah.
I don't know
But I think
exactly
most people-
when Popeye
But yeah,
was.
Beavis thought that spinach was fictional. He didn't know
Yeah.
that it was a real thing. He thought it was like just a Popeye thing.
Yeah, and then in the video he keeps adding butter and cream to it.
Yeah.
To kill the taste of the spinach, according to Butthead.
Yeah, lots of cheese in this thing.
I enjoy their Italian accents in this
Yeah.
one. It's kind of the Italians are really the kind of the only accent you can do without offending anyone. I think that's the Italians are still on the
Yeah.
table. They do it well. Very
I
funny.
feel like I've seen this guy before. I think he might have been kind of a bigger like celebrity chef earlier in his career and is now kind of just hanging around on YouTube, maybe
Some,
kind of guy.
French guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, back in when there were like 24-hour chefs on the Food Network and stuff
Yeah.
like that, he may have been one of those guys.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him before, but he loves cream spinach, and they made fun of him for saying spinach so much, which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I would have eaten the hell out of some of that cream spinach though. That looked amazing.
This is a spinach with spinach on the side, and we're gonna add a little bit of spinach here.
Yeah. But it had like 3 kinds of cheese in there and cream and
Yeah.
yeah.
Did look pretty good. But Blovis and Bustamante aren't spinach fans.
Yeah. So yeah, they trashed his house and I think then exited back through the broken window and didn't really get caught, but you know, once again Tom Anderson has to deal with the fallout.
Yeah. It's always that rock guitar playing while Tom Anderson yells in the background.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
The episode ending music.
Tom Anderson just doomed for eternity to be vexed by Beavis and Butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as far as ratings, I will start this one. I want to go 4.5.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good. It's a pretty high rating. A little bit more than the other one.
Yeah, I think this is. I think we're in agreement here. I'll also go about 4.5. This is the first young Beavis and Butthead story that we liked more.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
I can't
They're both pretty good,
remember if I rated any of those this high.
Yeah.
But I do know I know Braces. Maybe
Oh, maybe.
I rated
Braces was
closer
pretty
to
good.
4.
But I don't know about 4.5. I don't think you did. But
Definitely my highest rating
yeah.
for Young Beavis and Butthead.
And this one just feels like a premise and execution of that premise that both would have been totally at home within the classic MTV series. This feels like a story that they could have done at any point, and it would have played out the same, and it was just perfectly done. And it's classic Beavis and Butthead. Love it.
Yeah, 4.5, two 4.5s.
Yeah.
And two. I had a 4 on the middle age. On what was that one called again?
Too big
Too
fall.
Fat to fall.
Although I think it would have made sense if it was called Too Fat to Fail, because that's literally the last line of the episode is Butthead saying, "We failed."
So, alas, he was not too big to fail, though.
No, he very much failed.
There wasn't a size he could get to not fail.
Yeah. But it was, we checked, it definitely was called Fall. I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke about them living on the second floor. That would have been funny if that's where it ended up, is that he just fell through the floor.
It just rolled out into the
yeah,
next to the cops. I didn't notice. I don't know how many are left this season. They've been doing 12-ish, so I think we probably we got about 5 more this year, which is great.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
I think this is sort of the halfway point. Overall, what do you think of this season?
I think it's been great. I think it's been very, entertaining episodes. A lot of thought put into it. But staying true to the characters and telling good stories. I like it.
Yeah, I think we say it all the time, but Mike Judge is just really cooking these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's inspiring to see someone who really kind of made it big earlier in life, doing stuff that was really great at the time, but maybe doesn't hold up as well as the stuff he's doing now.
Yeah,
he's really kind of grown as an artist, I think.
It seems like these newest ones, like he just makes these like it's so confident in like knowing what it is and doing what it does.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll get there on the rewatch. When he really started to hit this stride, but man, just cooking all the way. And I still I keep saying it, I gotta watch King of the Hill so I can get into the new ones of those two. But fucking just nails it so hard with aging these characters. I do like it really does feel like a more mature version of them, and it's just the little subtle things of like admitting when they fail and just being comfortable in it and knowing that they're failures
and just accepting their alcoholism.
Yeah. Beavis saying like, I just drink 'cause I have to so I don't get the shakes.
Yeah.
It's just very Always Sunny.
A little more self-aware than younger Beavis, I think.
Yeah. That's our reviews for this week. We'll be back with another episode from season 2 soon. No, season 1. Actually,
we're still wrapping up season 1. We're just about done with season 1. And then, we'll be starting season 2 very soon.
If you're watching this one, we posted this and
I think we did
Blood.
Give Blood
would both be this week. Apologies if you're waiting for these. I know a few people are keeping up. just a crazy week. Got a lot going on. I gotta
Yeah.
catch a flight in the morning, and we'll get locked in and get everything on a schedule when after that. But
Yeah, join us for some more Blovis and Bustamante
yes,
coming up. All right, thank you. Drive through.